And now Stellantis is sitting on a bloated inventory.
It's $100,000 now. So he's not going to buy the truck. It's going to sit on my lot at the higher interest rates we're paying right now for floor plan, and nobody's going to buy the truck.
What happens to brand new cars that never get sold? Have you ever noticed brand new cars from 2022 or 2023 still sitting at dealerships, even though we're already moving into 2025? This wasn't common before 2020, but now some cars have been sitting for 500, 600, even 700 days without being sold. This is a huge problem for dealerships, and if you're in the market for a car, it's something you can take advantage of. But what actually happens to these unsold cars? Let's break it down step by step. Why do some cars sit at dealerships for so long? First, we need to understand how dealerships get their cars in the first place. Many people think dealerships own the cars on their lot, but that's not true. Instead, they use a system called a floor plan loan. How floor plan loans work: the dealership borrows money from a bank or the car manufacturer to stock up on cars. They get an interest-free period, usually 60 to 90 days, to sell those cars. If a car doesn't sell within that period, the dealership starts paying interest on the loan, sometimes at very high rates, 7 to 15%. Now, imagine a dealership has millions of dollars worth of cars sitting unsold. Every single day, they're paying more and more interest on those vehicles. It's like watching money burn. That's why dealerships are desperate to sell old inventory. They lose money every day a car sits on the lot. But when they can't sell them through normal methods, they have to find other ways to get rid of them. What happens to unsold new cars? If a brand new car never gets sold, here's what the dealership might do. Number 1, they offer huge discounts and incentives. Once a car sits too long, the dealership starts lowering the price to make it more attractive. They might offer big cash discounts, sometimes up to $10,000 to $20,000 off MSRP. Low-interest financing, 0% APR for a limited time to make payments cheaper. Extra incentives for salespeople. They might get an extra $500 to $1,000 if they sell a specific car. The problem? Most customers don't want a brand new car that's already 2 years old, even if it's discounted. They'd rather buy the latest model, which is why dealerships struggle to sell these cars. 2. They use it as a demo car. If a car still doesn't sell, the dealership might turn it into a demo vehicle for their staff. Who gets demo cars? Managers and top salespeople usually get first priority. Some dealerships give demo cars to all their sales staff, but this is less common due to high insurance costs. Why do they do this? Customers like test driving real cars before buying, and demo cars help make sales. The dealership gets some use out of the car instead of letting it sit. What's the downside? Once a car has been used as a demo, it's not new anymore. It loses value faster, making it harder to sell at full price later. Number 3, they sell it as a used car. After sitting too long, a dealership might move the car to their used car lot and sell it as a certified pre-owned CPO vehicle. Why would they do this? It attracts a different kind of buyer, someone looking for a used car rather than new. They can bundle it with an extended warranty to make it seem like a better deal. Downside for the dealership? They lose money because they have to sell it at a used car price, even though it's technically new. Customers might still not want it if they think something is wrong with the car. 4. They send it to auction at a huge loss. If the dealership really can't sell a car, they'll send it to an auction to get rid of it quickly. Who buys these auction cars? Other dealerships looking for good deals. Rental car companies. Small independent used car dealerships. Why is this bad for the dealership? They often lose tens of thousands of dollars per car. A $70,000 truck might sell for just $40,000 at auction. Huge losses. Sometimes, dealership owners will drive the car themselves for a few years before sending it to auction. Imagine buying a $100,000 SUV, driving it for a while, and then selling it for $40,000. That's how desperate some dealerships are. 5. They use it as a service loaner. Another option is to turn these unsold cars into service loaners for customers who bring their cars in for repairs. Why do they do this? It keeps the car in use instead of just sitting on the lot. After a few months, they sell it as a lightly used car at a discount. What's the downside? Again, the car loses value because it's no longer brand new. Customers might still prefer a newer model over an older one. Why is this happening more than ever? Before 2020, a brand new car would rarely sit for more than 200 days. But now, it's common for cars to sit for 500 plus days. Here's why. Cars have become too expensive. Many vehicles now cost $80,000 to $150,000, making them unaffordable for most buyers. High interest rates. Monthly payments are higher than ever, making it harder for customers to finance cars. People are keeping their old cars longer. Instead of buying a new one, people are holding on to their cars because repairing an old car is cheaper than buying new. The power is in your hands. If you're looking to buy a car, now is a great time to negotiate because dealerships are under pressure to sell. Here's how you can take advantage of the situation. Negotiate hard. Many dealerships are desperate to sell, so don't be afraid to ask for a big discount. Look at leftover model. A new 2023 model might be $10,000 to $20,000 cheaper than a 2025 model. Avoid greedy dealership. Some dealers are still trying to add huge markups, even though they're struggling. Walk away if they refuse to lower the price. Check for incentives. Some manufacturers are offering low-interest financing or big rebates to help clear out old inventory. Car dealerships are struggling because of their own greed, marking up prices too high, forcing customers to look elsewhere. Now, they're sitting on millions of dollars in unsold cars, and they're desperate to get rid of them. As a buyer, you hold the power. Use this knowledge to get the best deal possible and don't let dealerships take advantage of you.